Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Toffee TV. A little bit late. Sorry, we haven't finished training. Oh no, sorry, that was David Moyes' excuse why it was late.
Sure, it's not an excuse.
Feels like it. Just do the press conference at 9:30. Get it over and done with.
Sure, are they?
The takes out of it where Mykolenko's got a chance and Jai's out, but Jai is doubtful. But I still think he'd probably play. Brandtwaite's back on the grass. The grass. Sort of it. I know. Just get you switching away. Mykolenko's going to play, isn't he?
Yeah. This is what's happened with Mykolenko. He's come off at the end of the game and he's gone to the physio. Oh, I felt something there. And the physio's gone to Moyes. Says he's felt something there. And Moyes has gone over to Mykolenko and he's just gone, report for the Ukraine and just say you felt something. That's what's happened. Physio's gone mental. Mykolenko's come home, put his feet up for 2 weeks, and he'll be right as rain tomorrow. Everyone's a winner.
Seeing this behaviour from Liverpool, Man United, historically from their players over the years. But it might be the fact he might have just felt something, mightn't he? And at the end
No, there's no facts. What I've just said is exactly what happened.
Okay.
Honestly, it's exactly what happened.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Sound.
So he'll be announced at 1:45 tomorrow.
Do you think Jai will play?
See, but that one's a bit different, isn't it? Because if
That
he's
was
got
a little by the way, wasn't it?
if he's got a knock, we have players who can replace him, and he can start on the bench maybe. They might risk him and say, well, he can play an hour, and then we've got players to come on.
Yeah. If he's not playing, do you think Tyler Dibbling will start?
Yeah.
Just on the right.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think it just makes sense.
What would you prefer him to do, though? Because I feel like
he started in Jai.
you want him to start, don't you? So that
Yeah.
then 3 is still. And he's always got a goal in him, and Jai hasn't he? Whereas Dibbling, at the moment, not just Everton. I mean, he hasn't not a prolific goal scorer yet, is he? So, but we'll see. I mean, so we'll look at him tomorrow, didn't he? No indication whether he trained or not. We'll wait and see.
And you wonder what that means, like a knock. It's hard to
Is
actually
it a
know.
bit sore?
Yeah,
Just-
if it's sore, and can he play through the soreness, or is it actually
Get that freeze spray we had when we were kids. They just, no matter what you let, they sprayed that
just a sponge?
No, with that freeze spray, that basically just meant you couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
When I broke my leg, they give me that spray there,
But
you'd be
that
all
way-
right.
It'd be all right.
Yeah. So just do that to me, Jai.
Why's your leg wobbling?
It was.
Remember that the bucket, like someone had cut their head, same bucket, and then the next minute you're getting it all over your leg, and you're like, yeah, I can understand why they outlawed that.
You didn't at the time.
The 80s.
You didn't at the
We were
time.
all fine. There was no mad diseases in
The
blood.
spray was the 90s, my freeze spray.
Yeah, but that's why they brought the
care.
spraying, because to get rid of a bucket
get
of
rid of
water. And then the fella
I
who...
don't think they could have sprayed the cut, though.
No, but the fella who had the bucket with the sponge afterwards would go and wash his car with the same sponge. It was like, that bowl you had in your house, where your sick bowl, but also your mum made cake in it. It's the
No,
same
that
as...
did not-
No, it did.
no.
It happened in every house. It happened in every house.
did.
There was a bowl where kids threw up in and your mum made food in
No,
it.
not-
Every house had one.
That did. It might have been like
Every
you washed
house.
the floor, but all you threw up in it was never food and sickness mixed. Joking, aren't you? My mum had those. My mum still got all the specific types of cookery bowls and always has had. But yeah, the sponge. I mean, what was the point of the sponge? Freezing cold water.
Yeah.
And you get a tackle on your ankle. Someone then makes your boot soaked and your ankle soaked for
I
not.
can understand the reason for some people, but... Anyway.
So do you think Jai will play after all that?
I think what's good is the option is now there.
Yeah.
And, we can... But I wouldn't be surprised if he started.
No, me neither. Gary Ward says howdy. Ethan says Jai possibly not 100%. Good thing we have Dibbling replacement. Can't wait to see him play if Jai is available to start. Isn't available. Think you mean Ethan there? So nice being able to have a good rotation for once. Well, that's the big thing, isn't it? If he's not fit or he's on the bench, we have got someone who can replace him there. Steve says, Steve_1878 says, big chance for Dibbling if Jai is out tomorrow. Be a tough game, but think we have enough to win.
Yeah, but I still think it's like early to be putting that kind of pressure on Dibbling. I think he hasn't kicked the ball in the Premier League forever, has he? So I think we shouldn't put that pressure on him straight away. I think the ideal situation is he comes off the bench a few times for us, and then maybe when we play Wolves in the League Cup, that would be the start for him. So I don't think we should. But I also don't think we shouldn't get comfortable with the idea of, well, Njai's not available. It's fine, because again, that's like Njai's got so much more experience and is in really good form and has done well for goals for Senegal as well. So let's hope he's available. But if he's not available, then Dibblin will get an opportunity. But that's not ideal as such.
A few people gutted he's got a knock. Son says he'll definitely still start. Listen, the worst would be if he said he was out, and he didn't say that, did he? So, Son says who plays up front, Beto or Barry? It'll be
Beto, because he scored in the last game.
He's on his last two, so it'll be Beto, I imagine. Carl says Illy probably got the knock from the celebration slip in the changing room.
No, I heard it was Jack Grealish's cake fell on his leg. That's what it was. That icing.
Well, Hay says hopefully he's just ate too much birthday cake and it's indigestion.
Yeah. So. Also on cake, so I was at this stadium tour launch last night, and there was a table full of donuts, and I was just like,
shut up. Was there?
Can you imagine the value? It was like the street value of that table.
Why didn't you get me one and just bring me one?
Because there was two for the guests I was with, and that was all you were allowed. If I started trying to smuggle donuts out, the street value of those donuts.
You had 2 guests with you.
Yeah.
This was kept under wraps, James, wasn't it?
You weren't going.
I couldn't go anyway.
Exactly.
Well, me and James were working, essentially.
And James, when the invites went out, James was sick.
Me and Baz got a great tour though.
Yeah, we didn't get any donuts though. I'm only bothered with the donuts.
No, it wasn't just donuts. It was like a full food. It was amazing. Pizza and
it's amazing.
and
They'll be getting a strongly worded email from me.
For what reason?
For not sending me something.
For not sending you food.
Just a donut.
That's not hygienic. You can get a donut tomorrow.
I'm not paying £6.50. Beto should start. A lot of people saying, Beto,
There is a cafe opening in the ground up for Monday as well, by the way.
Is that should be confirmed?
All the time, cafe. Just be able to go to the ground and go into the cafe. 9 till 5. Good. Breakfast, dinner.
Brilliant. That's good. That's all the stuff we should be doing.
Right next to the shop. There's an entrance just next to the shop. You go in there,
Tremendous.
And I seen it all like lit up last night, but it was in green and Hill Dickinson was all lit up, and it had.
Why was it green though?
Because that's Hill Dickinson's colours.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes it'll be lit up green, and Hill Dickinson was lit up as well, and it looked good. The Everton badges weren't lit up though.
Are they gonna be?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay. But
the tour starts on Monday, but you won't be able to go because it's booked out for 2 months. The 90. No, that's good. They're sold out for 2 months. It's a 90-minute tour, which is good. 90-minute tour, and
So
we didn't get the 90-minute tour, obviously.
Yeah. So what will that be though?
That'll be like going in the dressing room. I imagine the media room, all around the stadium. We started in that posh tunnel club thing. It's not called the tunnel club, and we could see through. So you get to go on the side of the pitch. You go through, you go upstairs. I think you go on the south stand. I don't know what the full thing is because we were told there's going to be surprises. Silla's going to turn up or whatever. That'd be a surprise.
That'd be weird. Unless there was a hologram of above fair play. Paul says a few weeks for Branthwaite to be match fit. Did seem to be quite excited about getting Jarrod Branthwaite back, didn't he? As good as Michael Keane's done, he did seem quite excited to get.
Because it's a ball player, isn't it? That's our little problem at the moment at the back. That's why I think Tarky looks so uncomfortable, is because he's being asked to be like have the ball at his feet, whereas that's always Jarrod's. That's where Jarrod gets the ball and he's so comfortable. I think that's what's making Tarky uncomfortable, is getting that ball. And we saw this when he first come to the club. Remember, we were playing 3 at the back and he was getting asked to play out from the back and he just didn't look comfortable at all. So I think that's one of the reasons Moyes wants is looking for him to come back quickly so he can get hold of the ball.
Fair play. Carl says Njai slipped in the changing rooms when he was throwing shapes. It's 100% what's caused that knock. Okay. Emma says, love the smell of liniment spray.
I thought you were going to say in the morning then.
In the morning. Yeah, liniment just takes you back to the dressing
It does take you back to when you were a kid. Like,
go, oh,
does take you back.
amazing.
James wouldn't know that.
No.
I thought he said cinnamon wrong.
You thought we said cinnamon wrong.
I've never even heard of it.
How do you say cinnamon wrong? How does cinnamon
Liniment,
become
apparently.
liniment?
Yeah.
So you thought we were saying cinnamon, and it become. So she loves the smell. So what you're saying is Emma loves the smell of cinnamon in the morning. Is that what you're saying?
Cinnamon bagels. Or
Have you ever seen by the way, have you ever
drink?
seen the video of Mike Parry with the cinnamon?
Yes.
You've never seen the video of Mike Parry? Oh my God.
He doesn't know who Mike Parry is.
Doesn't matter. Google Mike Parry cinnamon and just watch it with the sound on. It's amazing. It'll change your life. Anyone out there, change your life. In fact, James is going to watch it and he's going to put the link in the comments.
I think everyone's seen it now. Bar
James. This is why.
It's just him choking on it.
No, but it's amazing that you got to watch the whole thing to get context.
Gary Board did say Hardy. He did. Matty J says, Pet, on the tour, do we have a trophy room? They ripped it out of Goodison. It was always pissed me off. We should know our history.
I didn't see a trophy room. I don't know whether there is a trophy room. I've never seen. There's not been any proof of one so far. If there isn't, then that would be a massive shame.
We've won so many things.
We've won so many things. I know we haven't won stuff for a while, but we have got a huge history. And I remember going in that trophy room when I was a kid when we were winning trophies, and it was amazing to be in there. And Everton have got a fine history, and we shouldn't hide away from that. There's too much of this hiding away. It's like the way the '95 team don't get much recognition from the football club because it's looked frowned upon because they were the last team to win something. That's not their fault. That's everyone's fault since then. So I don't know. We never saw anything like that last night. It wasn't really mentioned. We haven't spoke to anyone about being a trophy room at Goodison. Again, no one. We shouldn't be hiding from our history. But I don't know. I imagine for 90 minutes there must be something. I don't even know if there's like a museum at the ground. It hasn't even been mentioned. Like some kind of interior museum that the tour goes on.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah. Because when you go on these tours at different clubs, I mean, I've been to like the Real Madrid, and you've been to the Barcelona one and stuff.
Amazing, yeah.
They are amazing. I mean, the Real Madrid one, before it all got done up, you started in a lift that went on the outside of the building. You started at the top, worked all the way round, went into the changing rooms, went into went onto the seats, and then you went all the way out, and of course it finished in the club shop.
Yeah.
So you walked in through a back door in the club shop, and obviously you're in the club shop, so you're going to start buying it. Again, that's maybe something Everton need to think about. Is it going to finish in the club shop? Or is it going to finish in the cafe and then you can walk into the club shop? I don't know. But let's hope there is. Let's hope Everton don't hide.
Is like that. Barca's is high.
Yeah.
You work your way down in the stadium, then you carry on down the dressing room, the media room. You go up, down the tunnel onto the pitch, back in, and then you go into the shop, which is amazing. But obviously it'll be different now because they've redone it, haven't they? But that's what it was like.
AC Milan have like a little pop-up one outside the stadium, don't they?
Do they? Yeah.
I've never been. The San Siro's still one of the ground I want to go to.
When you go into it, there's like a whole of the building to the right next to it,
And
where
that's
they've got
where
like all the trophies and all like, I don't know, just like shirts and stuff from like big games. And then you go into the actual stadium, so you could do that.
We went to the one in Dortmund as well, didn't we?
Brilliant.
The Dortmund one was good as well.
That was like a museum, which
Yeah,
was
it was a
really
museum,
good.
yeah.
That was really, and then they've got a shop with a cafe above it, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And you go out and see like the training bit. There's a balcony outside, and you can go and watch where they train and stuff.
They train to the right and the stadium's to the left, so it's right in the middle. And that's this massive crest on it, which is just like proper boss Instagrammable picture.
Just look great. Great. Where am I? Here. Bert says, afternoon, guys. Tough game tomorrow. Think the best we'll get is a draw. Villa have not won or scored a goal, and we all know how the story goes. But hope this new Everton can prove me wrong. Harrison says it was going fine up until he mentioned MJ. Everyone was excited about Grealish. I'm not going to put the phrase you put, Mark. If Miko was out and Garner goes fullback, are you going with Tim or Real? Michalenko's playing. I think the manager's more or less just said that.
He did seem excited about Mail and Real, didn't he?
He did seem
very excited about Mail and Real.
He was a lot more. Normally, he plays a lot of stuff down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he didn't. He said he'll be fine, didn't he? Which means he's quite excited with him. But that's where all the stories come from, of course. First, David, no one broke it. David Moyes broke it himself. I was going to say then. Says, likewise for Njai, are you going Charlie, Dibbling or McNeil? Well, it's Dibbling, then it's Charlie, then it's Real, then it's Alan Harper and Tony Abbott. And no, it's going to be Tyler Dibbling because you're right winger, isn't it? Dwight McNeil's not a right winger, so don't make the lad. You're putting the lad under so much pressure, playing him on the right where he doesn't play. He's one-footed. So you're sticking him out and then people look at him and go, he's not very good.
And for me, it's the same with left-back. If Michalenko can't play, it should be Asnu. I think we have said this a million times.
Michalenko's playing.
No, I know, and I have said that. Yeah. We have said that all week. We believed it was just a... See, to me, the physio seemed very, very angry. And it was more like, well, what did you come for then? Almost like you've wasted our time sort of thing. But they have to report so they can play the next game.
Yeah,
because if they don't report, then UEFA can stop them playing. The club, the international countries can stop them playing.
They have to go, don't they?
Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what I'm saying. Let's hope he is. But if he doesn't, I think that's where you play Asnu, because you think, well, it's a strong team. We're only inserting one new player. It's when you get like a lot of players in a team that I've got to fill in. That's when it becomes like, oh, I don't really want to move him and him and him. I can understand when there's too many of them, but I think now with Keane having a couple of games he's had a few games under his belt, and Jake O'Brien's playing right back, and for me that's got to be what we do.
Correct. Craig says, I prefer to have Njai fit and firing, but it's exciting to see he's ready to step up and take his place. We haven't been able to say that in quite some time. I'd rather Njai just play, to be fair. Adam says, did you get an answer when complaining to the club about the sound issues? That last report, he could barely hear a word of his question. Am I being naive and thinking it can't be that difficult of an issue to solve? Apparently there's a microphone that gets passed around and not everyone uses the microphone correctly. I don't know how difficult it can be to just go like that. Yeah. Because you could hear everybody else. So I don't know whether they start. I think the problem is some of them start talking before the mic's got.
I think that has to be, and we've never complained as such, but I think that has to be like mic discipline, doesn't it? There has to be like the people in the room have to go, can you wait till the mic's past you, please? Because the answer will only be justified if someone can hear the question being asked. So I'm sure after the game in the new facility, you're going to get a lot better, because we saw this when we were in America. They had boom mics, so even if they were picking up the mic, even if you couldn't be heard through the other mic. It's so important, and it's weird, but hopefully they start doing it properly. It's just like, well, he's the last one. Oh, who cares? No, let's hear what he's saying.
Harry McFadden says, long time watcher, finally decided to join. Thank you very much, Harry. Welcome. People have got to use the mic properly. We can have a go at the club if they do things incorrectly, but if they're given people a microphone and people aren't using it properly, there's probably not that much more they can do.
But also, if it's the same people in the room every single week and the club is strict on it, then those people will start to understand. You have to wait for a microphone until you... Not sure it helps when David Moyes is calling the reporters drunks, though. Incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible.
He stabilises them straight away, doesn't he?
He put him on the back foot, didn't he? He put that journalist, I think it was Simon Crabtree, wasn't he?
Straight
done
away.
stuff at side before, he's a good lad. But he put him straight back on the back four.
Straight.
Back four?
Back in the back four.
Yeah.
Fair play. Andrew says there was no football before the Premier League, guys. Faces. Kev Maloney says, did you guys have a Mercure comb? Mercure comb. If this was red stuff, your mum would drip on your cuts. No, we didn't have that stuff. Your mum would drip on cuts.
Isn't that
after which hazel?
Iodine? Isn't that what they call it?
Is it? So like an iodine?
Yeah, like iodine.
I never was. No.
Nah, mate.
No.
You just wiped away the blood, put a plaster on it, kiss better, and that was the end of it.
Went.
No, and that was when I was 27.
Why not? Tom S said, took Ped's advice and paused to watch Mike Parry's Cinnamon Challenge.
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, life-changing. So there you go. And Simon Taylor says, moving on from Mike Parry video, have you seen the bloke testing his homemade lemon challenge?
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's amazing. No. It's amazing. I'll show you that after we finish. Okay. It's amazing. Okay. It's similar vein, but it's brilliant.
All right. Harry McFadden says, in Liverpool for a night away with my wife. I just managed to get tickets for the game tomorrow, even though they were extremely expensive. Hopefully we bump into you two up the Toffees. Well, enjoy, Harry. Enjoy, and hopefully Everton can keep the winning run going. Paddy says, isn't it nice to look forward to matches with optimism for the scores rather than praying for a draw? Maybe I'm getting that hopeful mindset. We can win everything now. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just enjoy and be excited and look forward to it. And who knows? Who knows? Mark Foster says, tomorrow's game had banana skin written all over it. No way a Villa as bad as the league table suggests. And in the main, we've got to get away. In the main, we've got away with some shoddy defending. I wouldn't say it's a banana skin. They're a very good side. They just haven't started well. So I don't think Everton will... Everton won't be looking at it thinking these aren't very good.
It's not a banana skin. Villa are really... People have forgotten that Villa are a really good side.
I think they have.
And they've just had a bad start. Don't forget when they qualified for the Champions League, they got beat 5-1 in the first game by Newcastle. So this like...
5-0 at the end by Palace.
Loads of people, loads of people are like, oh yeah.
I've seen 3 or 4-0. 3 or 4-0. I'm like...
This is a tough game.
Now, don't get me wrong. If Everton win 3 or 4-0, that'll be a hell of a marker put down. But these are a good side. It's winnable. Everton can easily win. Of course they can, but I'm not looking at it as a banana skin. I'm looking at it as a tough game. Daniel Njai isn't 100% out at all. Moyes said he's got a knock. We'll see how he is. That was it. Nelly Fred says, just back from watching Parry and Cinnamon. There you go. Mark also says, Beto has to start tomorrow. Wouldn't surprise me if he plays Alcaraz on the right, not Dibbling. It surprised me because I expect Njai to play. Sophie says, Njai will play tomorrow. Yeah. Dave says, hi lads, I feel Moyes looks so happy, and that feels to me his confidence on his team tomorrow. Yeah. Elliot says, just watched Grealish getting presented with his Player of the Month award by Dewsbury Hall, and it's so wholesome. He genuinely looks over the moon. Well, Jack Grealish is, of course, the Player of the Month. It's the first time he's ever won it.
Yeah.
In his career.
Only the 10th ever Everton player to win it, isn't it?
Is he? So yeah, so it's tremendous. He deserves it. He had a great start. He had that little cameo against Leeds, didn't he? And then the 2 games he started in the Premier League, he's been brilliant in. So 4 assists.
Big game for him tomorrow, though, isn't it? Obviously against his former club, and all eyes will be on him. That's the thing. He's had a good start, and everyone, everyone's been lauding him in the last couple of weeks, and so that makes tomorrow's game even bigger for him. I think that he's, make sure he carries that on and shows that a level of consistency, which I'm sure he will.
Yeah, absolutely. Annabelle Evertonian Camel says, using a mic is a skill and something you learn to do. I've heard the staff tell them to wait for the mic and use it, but people don't always pay attention to instructions, do they? No, they don't. Lucas Wedding says, living in Madrid, I've only been to the new stadium once. For a team that have won the lot, it's super silent when the game's on. It's like the fans expect it, no atmosphere at all.
Well, unfortunately, they are victims of... which bring me on something else in a second. They are victims of their own success, where a lot of tourists want to go to the games. And I know at the new camp, they did have like literally a tourist section where people did put people together because they knew them where. But I seen the thing last night. I don't know if you've seen this. West Ham have banned half and half scarves. And if you try and get in the stadium with one, it'll be taken off you.
See, West Ham got a lot of nonsense about them. Not the genuine West Ham, but the way the people who bought them and everything that went. But I'm all for that.
No, I am.
They need a massive pat on the back for
I was listening to John Cross last night talking about it, and he was like, oh, well, the thing about the Premier League attracts so many people now that, you know, they want it's a day out and it's like, no, it's not. And this is what West Ham have done this themselves by selling tickets to just anyone they want. You know, just basically anyone can get a ticket for West Ham. There's a team. I've seen so many pictures of like fans wearing. It's like you mightn't have ever seen this, but when there's an NFL game, like at Wembley or whatever, you just see people wearing their shirt of any club who in the NFL. It's just a day out to them, and the NFL obviously don't care. But you can't have Premier League clubs, and West Ham are becoming a bit like that, where you've seen people turning up in all kinds of shirts. And if you're a West Ham fan, and I know like West Ham fans now are just, I think, unanimously hate that what they've become, they've become because of that ground. And if they're seeing people coming every week and they don't even support either of the teams, and it's just a day out because the tickets have gone on Groupon or something, and then they're buying half and half scarves, how much is that going to piss you off, especially when your club are not doing well? So I think that is absolutely the right step by West Ham to do that, 100%. And I would encourage all football clubs in the Premier League to do that. I really would. There's no place for them. There's no place for them in the Premier League.
I do hate half and half scarf. I just think it's...
Don't get me wrong, I've bought a few and I've gone to European games, and they're hanging up over there as a souvenir of the trip.
When you go, and if it's like a big game and it's a European game, it makes sense maybe for a European.
Yeah, it's a souvenir.
But Premier League game, stop.
No.
Stop it. Tom Mack says, "Hi lads, are those donuts nice? I seen them at the second test game, but the people eating them all have blue faces."
Yeah, they are nice, but you end up with a big blue face.
If they're tasty.
No, they are nice.
Are they? Wouldn't know. Would we, James?
Yeah, well, James would know. There is. Clear as day, James would know. Did they not have them?
Well done, wingman.
Did they not have them when you were in hospitality last week?
Can't lie.
Wasn't in hospitality, in the village street. No, they didn't.
Okay.
No. They don't have them anywhere, other than in the South Stand with the £6.50.
I'm sure they do.
I think they do. People like them. Glenn says, okay. He hasn't got back to me, Glenn, but he said he will later. Ian says, do you think Villa will try and kick Grealish to stop him running riot?
No one kicks anyone anymore. That's why they don't wear shin pads.
True. Kev Maloney says you should only buy a half and half scarf for a kid's first match, but buy it on the way out. No, I can understand a souvenir thing, but yeah. Mark Mack says it's a big game for Jake O'Brien. Tomorrow after Ireland's result for Armenia the other day, the Irish media have gone mad. Hopefully this doesn't affect him and he carries on his good Everton. Have they blamed him, have they?
I don't think it'll...
Fair play to West Ham.
I don't think that would bother him.
Have they hammered him, have they?
No, Jake.
But have they just hammered
Jake's
Ireland?
like one of the only players who plays Premier League football week in and week out. If you're going to blame anyone, blame the Irish Football Association. That are horrendous. Roy Keane he's gone after them, hasn't he, again? They're horrendous. There's all kinds going on with the Irish football that I'm sure people who are Irish know fully about. There's been all kinds of scandals. There's no money getting put into it yet. Lots of people who've seem to be getting on very, very well. The team is just... Yeah, they've got the wrong manager as well. They should have got someone who's like the Northern Irish manager who creates a football club, not a country, proper football club atmosphere.
Yeah.
Look at Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland went to Germany and they didn't disgrace themselves at all. No. You know, very unfortunate. But look at the limitations of their squad, and yet they haven't got any players who are playing in the Premier League as such. You know, so and they're getting on with it. I don't see with Jake O'Brien, he'll be fine.
Gary Wall says the limoncello video is great.
Oh, it's amazing.
But is it just explode his head? Basically.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Yeah, I will watch
You've got to watch it, honestly. It's really good. James, find it now.
What am I looking for?
Limoncello. Man drinks his own Limoncello. I don't know. I'm sure.
Limoncello man drinks his own limoncello.
Something like that.
That's a crazy. That's a great fight.
Feels like it could be.
Yeah.
I found it, to be fair.
Go ahead, watch it. I want to see your reaction in real time.
HUEL says Everton are going to have a green shirt next season if that's Hill Dickinson's colour.
Why would they have a green shirt? I
They're
don't.
sponsoring the stadium,
Yeah.
aren't they? Not the team. So, not sure whether they do that, to be honest. Seen something there. Damien says, need to keep this good run. Go on, lads, keep the smiles on all of our faces. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But we will lose games at times, won't we? We know that. But this is an opportunity just before Villa have really got going to put a marker down for ourselves, not against Villa or the league, just for ourselves to go, these are the good side and we're capable of matching. And I think we're capable of giving every single team a good game this season. I really believe that.
Cut out the defensive mistakes.
Yeah, the errors have been there. The errors were there against Brighton and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper got us out of trouble against Brighton and the woodwork. Then the errors were there against Wolves and they scored 2 from them. So we just got to... Teams are always going to... In general, teams are always going to create chances against you. They just are. Everyone has chances against everyone else.
If you're attacking, you're going to be a little bit open, and that's why the mistakes have to be cut out.
Got to. Seems when you touch something, it just flies away. On the comments.
I'm sorry.
Carl says, thoughts on Goodison turning pink for the women? I'm not a fan, to be honest.
Well, I'll reserve judgment till I've seen the full thing. But I think there's 2 things. There's 2 things.
Always 2 things.
I think number one, I think it's something to do with the WSL's general like campaign as one. Like it's part of the larger WSL thing. But the other side of it is as well is it's not our stadium anymore. We have to like let go of it. It's Everton Women's Stadium, and whatever they decide they want is up to them. It's not our stadium anymore, and I think we all just have to like let it go and just, you know, I've seen the thing of the yesterday, and it was billowing around, and it didn't look. It looked like a pink sheet. But let's see what it looks like when it's finished, and let's see how it looks. I've seen pictures from the tunnel, and the tunnel is using the same pink, and it sort of morphs into royal blue, and it looks really good, to be fair. They've done a really good job with it. So let's see what it looks like. I don't quite understand why they've waited till the last minute to get it done.
No.
It seems like they have really waited till the last days of like literally could do it. But let's see what it looks like. They've obviously took the history timeline off and they took all the players down because, again, they're Everton men and this is Everton women, and they deserve their own history and creating their own history. So let's just see what it looks like when it's finished. But it's not our stadium anymore.
No,
let's not be precious about it.
I've got no issue with it, because I think if it's gone pink, they will have been consulted. Whoever owns the football, the women's football club now. So I've got no issue.
I think we know who owns the Everton women's
No,
football
we know,
club.
but the people, Everton women will have been involved in the decision making to what it looks like. So if they're happy with it, it's not our ground, is
No,
it? We've
it's
got
not.
Bill Dickinson
It's not our ground.
for us. So I don't know. They're my thoughts on it. Don't know whether they're right or wrong. They're just my thoughts on it. So,
I thought he could have just...
Carl says, what if we don't lose though, Baz? How do you like them mangoes? I love them, Carl. I love them.
One thing I thought they could have done...
Mango. What was that?
One thing I thought they could have done with the stadium is just clad the whole thing. Like they have, obviously, with...
Hill Dickinson.
No, clad it like at Goodison, where, you know, the cladding with on the end and the cladding where the Everton badge is, just by...
Oh, the blue.
Yeah, why not just do that all the way around instead of having... I didn't quite understand why they didn't do that in the first place. So why not use this opportunity now to just clad the whole thing and make it one... Get rid of that, because that...
The stuff.
The grey behind's not good, is it?
Terrible.
It looks terrible. It looks... You know, let's...
But that is getting changed.
Let's clad the whole thing.
Hoyle says, do you not think Hill Dickinson will be our sponsor next season? No.
shirt
They've got
sponsor.
naming rights. Not going to be shirt sponsor. Well, I don't think they are. So,
But even if they were, I don't think they've got the power to say we want a green kit. I mean, people,
Newcastle.
no, but they own the club. That's the difference, isn't it?
Why would Hill Dickinson be our shirt sponsor?
No, I'm just saying if they were.
He did say like.
No, I'm saying if they were our shirt sponsors, it's not like they'd have the power. If they wanted to like dictate a colour of the kit, then they'd have to pay a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah. Daniel says looking forward to finding out who the new shirt sponsor will be for the next 4 or 5 times. Will be for next year 4 or 5 times. It's a company we've never heard of, but fingers crossed. I think I imagine it
won't be gambling.
Whoever pays the money, the most money, and it won't be a gambling company. Yeah. It's not allowed. You can have it on the sleeve, as we keep saying, Stake.
Maybe Christopher Ward will go big. Maybe Christopher Ward will go turn around and go, we'll have it. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you want a big company.
They're going to need to pay whoever it is more than 20 million.
But a lot of these big companies now, like we said, Hill Dickinson come from nowhere, didn't it, really? When it might be something similar to that. It might be somebody just a new emerging sort of market. There was something in the Athletic of the week about markets that football clubs will have to start looking at because of the loss of gambling. And there was a lot of development companies and housing kind of places and stuff like that. There's lots of different stuff. There's a lot of money in the world, but not from like things that we necessarily, like retail and things we've grown up.
Unless they pay more than 20 million a season, like Stake, then there you go. But like me and John have said, it could be someone who's paying 18 million a year, but Stake stay around and go on the sleeve for like 5 million a year. Do you know what I mean? Where it's out the way. And then Everton. Because one thing they can't do is start getting less for commercial stuff. The commercial side needs to grow.
Yeah, I think we should just cut our ties with Stake, if I'm honest. But
if they're still prepared to pay, they won't, though, will they? But they might do, because they might just get enough from everywhere else. Damien says Toyota will be the sponsor. Sophie, yes, I would. I'd throw up as well, and it could be like Mike Parry and the Cinnamon. But yes, I would. What do you think the question was?
Would you take a mouthful of something?
For what?
For money.
No, wasn't for money. Would I eat an Orange Club if it meant we won at Anfield next week?
Fair enough.
I'd vom straight after it, but yes.
Yeah. You'd be fine. I think you just got core memories, and I think you just need to.
I've gone cold.
You need to rewrite your core memories. That's all it is.
Blue 96 says it's still our stadium, just a different part of our Everton.
Yeah, but it's not our stadium, though, is it? It's not our stadium. Our stadium is Hill Dickinson Stadium. That's
suppose if he's looking at Everton as a whole.
No, I know, but Dave, most people who went to Goodison will not be going to it anymore. It's a new era. You just have to let it go. It's like if you had a house and you sold it to your sister, and your sister painted it a different colour. You can't start moaning, can you? You've still got your memories there, but you can't go to your sister. No, that's my house, because it's not.
Diego Borg says I thought it was Pepsi.
No,
Pepsi, just the official drink supplier. That's all they are. Someone said Toyota. Someone else said I'd rather have Tesla than Toyota. Carl Byron said he'd rather have a different type of sponsor. Yeah,
it's informative.
I'd rather have Willy Wiper than Steak on the front of my shirt.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
I don't think Willy Wiper are big enough. I've only ever seen one advert, and that's on the Dock Road.
It's all about making Willy bigger. Get on it.
They are the goals.
When is Castori deal up? Hopefully next season.
No, I think it's like a multi-year thing, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's next season. RC, they can't be front of shirt sponsors. You can still be on the sleeve of clubs betting companies.
You can be on anything else. You just can't be
They
front
just
of
can't be
shirt.
front of shirt of sponsors.
They could be artificial gambling partner.
Yeah, because that's all still available in and out the ground.
Still for grabs.
But yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what, like, who it is next and stuff. But
Just something nice and just like, something nice and cool. Just nice and...
Yeah, but if you could handpick someone, I think I've asked you this before, who would you want? Like, something real, like...
Like Pepsi be cool.
Well, just
Wouldn't it be
that.
cool, wouldn't it? Just like Pepsi, the Pepsi logo.
Blue.
PlayStation.
Or just the PlayStation.
PlayStation 6.
That'd be
Just says PlayStation.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all you need, wouldn't you?
That'd be
All
cool.
you need, something cool like that. Just imagine how cool that would look, PlayStation. And then now and again, they'd swap it up and put like the latest game on. So there was like a Red Dead 3. The Red Dead, they'd just say Red Dead Redemption 3 on the front, or Last of Us 3 or something like that. Wow, that'd be boss, wouldn't it? Imagine that. You'd run out and buy that kit straight away, wouldn't you?
100%.
And then in the game, you could get whoever's in it to wear the shirt, but in an old-fashioned style.
Just sat there. Who is this Saint Domingo you speak of?
He's part of the family.
The family. Chris Davies says, afternoon, lads, have you heard more about the Gary Speed Memorial Bench?
I haven't heard anything about the Gary Speed.
I'm sure it was. No. Was this just out there? I remember you talking about it.
Was I?
Yeah, a few months ago.
Christ.
But I've not heard anything.
COVID brain strikes again.
Bear says, big storm expected tomorrow. Be interesting to see how much it'll affect the game. It's already windy down.
Well, something I learned something last night when I was on the tour. There's an issue. There was an issue with the stadium, and they've had to add something to it because there's an airflow issue within the stadium. So they've had to actually add something to the stadium to help the grass. Because so that strikes me as that the wind isn't getting into the stadium, isn't an issue to the stadium whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think
so. They've added something. I can't quite remember what the young lady said they'd added, because I don't think she did say what they'd added, but they they did say there's a slight issue.
Interesting. Kevin Rex says the Mike Parry Cinnamon Challenge is one of the funniest videos I've ever clapped my eyes on. Ian the Blue says,
why do we clap our eyes on something? You've done great.
Ian says, can you give me any advice? My missus booked a stadium tour for my 60th birthday, but I'm on crutches at the moment. I've torn my meniscus and medial ligaments. I can manage to get around on a walking stick. I'm worried about getting around the stadium. I've tried ringing them for the last 10 days, no response, and emailed them, but got a reply saying they'll respond within 21 days. Well and truly pissed off. Well, when are you going? When are you scheduled to go? Because if it's not within the next 21 days, it's sound. But that does feel like a long time to respond to an inquiry. 3 weeks.
What? Hang on. What are you inquiring about, though?
He's worried about getting around the stadium because he's torn his meniscus and his medial ligament. So what? He's on a stick.
So, okay, I get that. For what you want?
He's asking about.
No.
You know that
I'm asking. What are you asking?
What are you worried?
What are you asking for? It's an hour. It's an hour and a half. It's a 90-minute tour. That is, one of the guys told me last night. It's like walking a mile.
Okay.
So what are you asking for? Are you asking for if there's some kind of thing to take you around? That's what we.
Okay.
There is walking involved. There are lifts to take you from floor to floor rather than stairs. So that might help. But it is a lot of walking, and I don't know whether they have any kind of...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kev Maloney says you think they might allow alcohol sponsors again?
No.
Harrison says I work at Burndon Park in Bolton, and on Monday we got Sky Sports coming here. Apparently they're doing something about old stadiums and what's happened to them because we gave Goodison to the ladies For example, Burnden Park, Bolton's old ground, now an Asda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad. David says, looking forward to the game on Saturday. Got a ticket from my mate sitting in the Upper East. Excellent. Benjamin says, let the women have their stadium how they want it, so that Ped can be a happy bladder. Happy bladder? Happy cladder.
Yeah. Let them do whatever they want with it. It's their stadium, it's not ours. As in...
Kev Maloney says, no, I don't think I'm going to read it, Kev. But I get your point. Ped can look at it in the comments if you want. Diego Borg says, who is going to be Guy's replacement? I don't know. It's only September and Guy's still very much here. Annabelle says, regarding the club tour, on match days we have wheelchairs you can borrow within the walls. Could ask if you could use one of those. Possibly, yeah. Palfy says, I'm well excited about Merlin Royal loan signing. Not seen anything of him here, but he gives me good vibes. What do you think? Well, yeah, I mean, he's getting good reviews, isn't he? He looked a good player for Freiburg. Not last season, the season before. He was really turning a few heads. I know Liverpool watched them quite a bit. I think if Klopp would have still been there, they'd have probably bought him. Didn't have as good a season last season, but that happens. He had a couple of injuries as well. That happens. But loads of potential, big, quick, gets around the pitch, good passer of the ball. Bits to learn as well to take the edges off. Yeah, looks like hopefully he's going to be a good player. The manager seems quite enthused by him, doesn't he? So, Dave says, bring NEC back, lads. Yeah. Look great on that shirt behind you. That'll be tremendous. There was talk of NEC, wasn't it?
There was, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
But obviously don't have that kind of money. But yeah, be good. That'll be good. Craig says, apparently Grealish is going to be booed. Okay, no way. Be interesting to see how he reacts when he gets booed. Apparently he thrives on love and being wanted, which is a perfect match.
He's not going to suddenly just go terrible because a few people boo him. I don't know why they boo him anyway. They literally kick-started
their whole thing. He kept them up by scoring a goal with 7 minutes to play against West Ham, which basically made sure they stayed up. And then City bought him for 100 million, and he transformed their whole club. Yeah. And he still says he loves Villa.
Yeah, so it's their club. That's his club, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Said he doesn't love Aston Villa at any time. But I don't know. Okay, Pete says, Baz, as an independently verified, original, bona fide, completely authentic, and 100% German person, my podiatrist, said that wrong, didn't I? Podiatrist has told me that roll is pronounced Ruel with an emphasis on rolling the R. Well, real, yeah, real is what my
you just basically say like you're from the will.
Said it's real, yeah.
You know, so, just been to rail.
Well, that place in, when you're trying to be posh, that place in Wales, I've been to rail.
It's a rail sun centre.
Yeah. Craig says he got roundly booed the first time he played for City at Villa. Well, I don't know. Carl says Grealish is the opposite. He loves the boos. He bantered against Everton last season. Well, yeah. Listen, he's a footballer. He's played at the highest level. He's played in probably the biggest club game ever, hasn't he? When they won the Champions League final. He won it. He won a treble. He's played at the Bernabeu. He's not going to be asked whether some Villa fans are booing him, is he? Because you don't have 50,000 Evertonians cheering him. So to him, go out, do the business. Mike Shields says Tommy Fleetwood is having a mare in the golf. I think he's deliberately trying to miss the cut so he can go to the game.
Maybe. Where is it though? Where's he
Coventry.
playing? Coventry.
I have no idea whether there's someone joking.
Do they have golf courses? Golf
No,
courses?
of course they have.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
If anyone wants to go to the game on Sunday, by the way, at Goodison Park,
Yeah.
it's £12 per adults, £6 for under 18s, family of 4, £20. That's 2 adults, 2 children. If you've got
Not bad.
if you've got a season ticket, it's a £5, 1 ticket per member. You have to do the login to get it online. Yeah, there's still tickets for the park end, the enclosure, including the family-friendly section and the Gladys Street for Sunday and for Friday's game against London City Lionesses. So it's a new dawn, and if you want to be there, go. Go.
Carl Byron, I've just got to put you right on this before we go. It wasn't a Villa fan who ran on and punched Jack Grealish. It was a Birmingham City fan who ran on and punched him. And then he went on and scored the winner, didn't he? Wasn't a Villa fan. So, there you go. Right. Congratulations to Jack Grealish.
Yeah, we're going to go and do the match preview. It'll be live on Premiere in about 10 minutes. Maybe 15, because I've got to do my starting 11 first.
And I'm eating something. So, see you in a bit. Bye.